You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, the media, you've heard me say on this channel, the media has agenda, just like the WNBA has agenda, just like Stephanie White has agenda, and they're all wrapped up in a nice little toxic concoction together. Nobody uses the word concoction enough. In a nice little cauldron of a concoction of toxicity, and the media, of course, is the mouthpiece for that. I'm going to be real. It feels like Caitlin Clark doesn't flex her power enough. It doesn't. I'm watching the game the other night. USA runs a promotion for tonight's game. They got Kelsey Mitchell in the promotion on the left side of the screen. They did that twice. And I'm like, how many people do you think would watch this team right now? Watch this team right now in its current state of affairs if Caitlin Clark wasn't playing. Some people have tuned out even with her playing as a boycott to Stephanie White in the front office. The ratings are still big. I got a video coming on that, by the way. So Annie Constable wrote this hit piece, right? She's getting baked in an oven over this. I mean, she is literally on an Ewok rotisserie like Han Solo. She's trying to blow out the flames because she's getting cooked right now. And, of course, she's got to take a shot at influencers because they can't stand us putting our foots up their asses. You jealous little Fs. They can't stand it. All the influencers there, oh my God, they're getting so many views. Why are so many people watching them? Because you're writing dumbass articles like this. That's exactly why we are getting views. Again, I'm sorry, but people haven't trusted the media in a long time. They're not going to start now over you. So this article, the fascinating case of Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA, who controls the spirit of the sport? Well, it ought to be Caitlin Clark, because other than that, nobody cares. That little travel call they hit Caitlin Clark with, I'd have been looking up in the air. What travel? Travel, take 3 extra steps. But again, I mean, Business 101 is completely lost with these motherfuckers in the league. There, I said it. God dang it. I'm trying not to cuss. So let's get the gist of the article. My boy Venom just crushed Annie Constable. Actually, it's not a must-read unless you think Cece is a spoiled diva that abuses her power to bend the WNBA rules at her will. If Annie shared anything Caitlin Clark related, there'd be something in here tainting her image. And this was a quote tweet to Annie tweeting out this article. Annie actually answered Venom. OMG, you caught me. Anything Clark related from me is tainting her image. I thought Brian's column highlights that officials are getting in the way of competitive moments. Did she not write this article? She didn't. She just boosted it. Brian Hamilton. And she boosted the article and got destroyed. Hilarious. Oh, let us not forget this. You don't even watch the games, my good sister, but never miss a chance to criticize her. You're a Hawkeye at that, but carry on.
Portland goes on a massive run when Caitlin's not even in the game, right? Like, this is not all on Caitlin, you know?
No. Mm-hmm. No, it's certainly not all on
Portland goes.
So, this was what was in the article. The rightness or wrongness of this one whistle is not entirely beside the point, but it's in relation to what's next. We're talking about the technical here, folks. One of the most famous basketballers on the planet emphatically declared she was wrong and that anyone who disagrees more or less doesn't appreciate competitive spirit. The appeal will follow. An otherwise forgettable dust-up thus becomes a test of how Caitlin Clark and a few others like her can bend the WNBA to her will. The NBA literally created the Jordan rules. Anybody, y'all aren't old enough to remember the Jordan rules. After the bad boy Pistons and all that mess back in the day. Why did they do that? David Stern said, we're about to make a gargantuan amount of money. Our league is about to grow in a gargantuan way. Get out of Jordan's way. Let him fly through the air with his tongue out. In the specific case of Fever's lodestar guard, body language and behavior have overwhelmed the discourse in 2026 to a point that it almost certainly is testing Clark's patience. This has also almost certainly informed her take on Monday. Some of it is merited. She is not shy about articulating grievances or exhibiting displeasure on the floor. Likewise, I watched a transition sequence during a Fever game against the Dream earlier this season, in which Clark fairly tried to displace the Dream's Naz Hillman from her spot. Hillman fairly bumped back. No foul either way, but Clark looked like she had been hit with a cannonball, a meal made out of scrap. Because without faint diplomacy, Clark sketched out her vision of what is acceptable in the modern WNBA. An official issued a call. She raised her hand like Neo stopping bullets in the Matrix. Full stop in her mind for whatever is happening to her this season. What is usually a perfunctory and quiet process for appealing technical fouls is now something more. She drew a line and effectively dared the league to tell her to step back from it. Good for her. Good. I mean, hell, the whole league's profiting off of her. It's time that she knows it. People use the juice they have. This is not new. One of Clark's few WNBA peers in terms of worldwide renown is Angel Reese. Plays for Atlanta because she decided she didn't want to play for Chicago anymore. Coincidentally, Reese also picked up her 5th technical foul of the season on Monday, and the Dream are appealing the call in hopes that it'll be overturned. Or is it coincidence? This is what influencers do. They influence. It feels more novel in this universe. One loud appeal of a decision, and we'll see if the terms of engagement are reset. We'll see if the most powerful players in the WNBA's player empowerment can dictate the league as opposed to a other way, and then I can't see the rest of it. And I was not reading that entire article filth from, again, who is this? Brian Hamilton. Annie Constable literally got destroyed because she decided to elevate this shit article from Brian Hamilton, whoever this guy is. There a picture of this cracker? There we go. Yeah. He looks like the kind of fucktard that put something like this out. CDS, you need to delete this and apologize. Oh, we're going to shred this bullshit. Embarrassing as hell. Here we are. He predicted it. By the way, speaking of despicable, what? Wow. I may have a video coming on that because I shared that on X. Wow. It truly is Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA because we've never seen a league be this hostile towards a player by doing everything in its power from media, refs, and their own office to sabotage her career. Hell, her own front office. Her own leadership in her own franchise is literally fighting her every step of the way. IDX Texas. Why don't you look into the Vandy 9 scandal and what Stephanie White allegedly did to those players? By the way, and of course we saw what Frank did with the interview with the Vandy player. Why aren't these media members asking a lot of Vanderbilt questions? Why is that not happening? Not a single person has said, Stephanie, do you have a comment on the ex-Vanderbilt player that called you and your basketball program toxic? Would you like to respond? Oh, nothing? No, because none of you pricks are going to ask those kind of questions, which is exactly why when we see articles like this from Brian Hamilton or Annie Constable, either one, we seek and destroy. Jokes. I like the Joker. Y'all aren't the Joker. Wow. And I love how they make sure they throw the influencers. Like we're Jedis. You will believe everything I tell you. You will watch this game and believe that Caitlin Clark walks on water. Oh, she does? My bad. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. The media. The fudging media. I don't know why I care. I done said the F-bomb like twice. I'm trying to cut back. It's trying to cut back. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.